Okay, so you guys have a worksheet that we're going to be working on today. You actually have two worksheets. We have one worksheet that's for least common multiple, or LCM, and then you have another worksheet that is for GCF, or greatest common factor, right? So, with GCF and with LCM, with both of those, what we're going to do is, the very first thing, we have two numbers, correct? On the page, we have the numbers 60 and 50. Or sorry, 6 and 50. Okay? So, the very first thing we need to do with this is what we did yesterday. We need to break them down into prime factors, prime factorization. Okay? So, we're going to take both these numbers, we're going to do prime factorization. You can either do division prime, or you can do the factor tree. It doesn't matter. Either one works just fine. There are benefits to both. Okay? So, whatever you would like to do, it's off. It's fine with me. Okay? So, what I like to do is I like to do the division of prime. Okay? So, what prime number goes into 6? Tony? 3. 6 divided by 3 is? 2. Is that a prime number? Yes, it is. Okay. 50. Okay. Let's do the factor tree with this one. What are some factors of 50? 5 and 10. Is 5 a prime number? Yes, it is. So that section's done. Is 10 a prime number? No, it's not. So what I have to do, Emmeline?
You're going to have to divide it by 5 and 2.
I can break this down into 5 and 2. Is 5 a prime number?
Yes.
Is 2 a prime number?
Yes.
Okay, remember we're looking for the LCM. Okay? So for 6 I have 3 and 2. For 50 I have 5, 5, and 2. Okay? Now, do you see how I have 2 5s right here? Okay? That factor is used the most. So I have to use those 2 5s. Okay? And then I have a 3. I need to use a 3. And then I have 2 2s, right? Okay? But I have a 2 over here for the 6, and I have a 2 over here for the 50. I only need to use one of them. Okay? Because it's only used one time here, and it's only used one time here. I only need to use one. Okay? So now, my least common multiple is going to be 5 times 5 times 3 times 2. So, 5 times 5 is? 25 times 3 is? 75 times 2 is? 150. Okay? 150. Well, does 50 go into 150? Yes, it does. Does 6 go into 150? Well, in order to know that, we have to use our divisibility rules, right? First thing for 6 is if it's divisible by 3, right? Well, 1, 5 is 6, plus 0 is 6. Is 6 divisible by 3? Yes, it is. Is this an even number? Yes, it is. So you can divide it in 6, so 6 does go into 150. Okay? So, what you would do on your piece of paper is where it says 6, you'd write 2 times 3. Okay? Where it says 50, that long line right there, you'd write 5 times 5 times 2. Okay? And then on that little tiny line, you would write 150. Okay? Make sense? All right. Now, let's do number Number 3. Number 3. No, not number 3. What's going on with these problems? Let's do number 4. Number 4. Okay? So you guys are going to do it together with me. We have the numbers 32 and 44. Okay? 32, 44. Get your whiteboards out. Anybody need a marker? Okay. So, on your whiteboard, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to break down 32. Okay? Again, doesn't matter how you do it. Okay? You can do division of prime, you can do factor tree. Okay, what two factors are we going to break 32 into?
8 and 4.
8 and 4. Okay? Is 8 a prime number? Is 4 a prime number? No. Okay, let's do 8 first. What are we going to break 8 into? 2 and 4. Okay. Is 4 a prime number? What are we going to break that into?
2 and 2.
2 and 2. Okay. Now we're just going to bring this 2 down. So we have this side broken down into 3 2s. Okay. Again, we'll break 4 down into 2 and 2. Bring these 2 2s down. So 32 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? So take your pencil. Write that on your piece of paper. Yes? We're doing problem number 4. So you're going to have 5 2s with the multiplication sign in between all of them. Okay? Yes?
Can I just write 2 to the power of 5?
Yes, you could do that. Or you could write 2 to the 5th. Okay? Yes?
Wait, what was the answer again?
This 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, or 2 to the 5th power, that goes next to the 32 on problem number 4. Okay? Now, 44, we're going to break that down. What does 4 break into?
11 times 4.
11 times 4. 4 and 11. Okay? What else we have?
So the 4,
The 4. What about the 4?
you have to break it down more.
Breaks down into what?
2 and 2.
2 and 2. Okay, so we have 2 times 2. Is 11 a prime number?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay? So now we have 32 equals 2 to the 5th. 44 equals 11 times 2 squared. Okay? So, what number is used the most? 2. It's used 5 times right here, right? Okay? So, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we use this Because we're using 2 right here, we do not need these. Okay? And then we're going to use the 11. So, we're going to have to the 5th times 11 equals, well, to the 5th equals 32, so we have 32 times 11, 2, 3, 2, 3, 352 is going to be your least common multiple. Yes?
I'm confused where we write all this stuff.
Okay? So, next to 44, you're going to put 2 times 2 times 11. Okay? On those long lines, you're going to write what the prime numbers are. Okay? So you're going to write your factorization. So you're going to have, for 32, you're going to write 2 to the 5th power, or 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. On the long line next to 44, you're going to write 2 times 2 times 11. And then on that little tiny line, you're going to write 352, because that's the LCM. Okay? Any questions so far? Yes?
What's the bottom line for 44?
They give you 2 lines in case you need extra space for more numbers. Yes?
32 was to the 5th power? Or
2 to the 5th power, yes. Yes.
May I get a tissue?
Yes.
You could write like 11 times 2 times 2, right?
Yes. The order doesn't matter. Okay? Now, I want you guys to do number 6 on your whiteboards. Do number 6 on your whiteboard. 21 and 42. Okay? When you're done, bring it up to me. All right, guys. So, for your homework for tonight, I was going to try to do LCM and GCF all together in one lesson, but we did not get to that. So tonight what you're going to do is the back of the LCM page. Okay, that's going to be your homework for tonight. You got 16 questions with that.
Can we get started on it?
So yes, you guys have a few minutes to get started on that. Okay. Remember, sit down. No one gave you permission to get up. Okay. Remember with LCM, okay, I have the numbers 14 and I have 8. 8 breaks down into 2 times 2 times 2. 14 is 2 times 7, right? Okay. Remember with the LCM, how many times is 2 used for 14? 1 time. Okay. How many times is 2 used for 8? 3 times. Which is more, 3 or 1? 3. Because it's used 3 times here. I'm going to use all 3 of those to find my LCM. I do not need this one because I already am using 2s. Okay? But I still have to use that 7 because nowhere else am I using 7, am I? Okay? Okay? So, when I go through and do this, I use the 7 and I use all 3 of my 2s. So I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 7 gives me 56. Yes?
What if it was like 4 and then you have the 2 twos? Would it still be not one the other two?
If I had 4 and 14, I'd only use 2 of the 2s because still 2 is still more than 1. Okay? In which case, my LCM changes to 28. All right? So, come see me if you have any questions. Otherwise, you guys can get started on your homework for tonight. You have the back page of your LCM paper. We're going to do GCF tomorrow. Okay? GCF tomorrow. And then sometime next week we'll retake that test. All right? So we have C work for the rest of the class period.
So, what do we do for